Welcome back to the Daily Mastermind. My name is George Wright III with your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and education so that you can create your ultimate destiny. Sometimes, and I've got a lot of feedback on this, sometimes we get into the weekend and we start getting into what's going on in our life, where we're going. Sometimes we even get stuck in our heads. You know, the week keeps us really busy, but the weekend sometimes doesn't. And I wanted to give you a couple of thoughts on how you can get outside of your own mind. Basically, how can you get out of being stuck in your head? You know what it's like. We've all been there, where you start thinking about certain things, areas that you are trying to get accomplished in your life or areas that you're having difficulty with. And sometimes you go into this rabbit hole of thoughts and thought processes. And I'll tell you what, Tony Robbins said it best when he said, when you get in your head, you're dead. We all get stuck. We all get stuck inside our minds sometimes, but we need to remember and we need to remind ourselves that we are not our minds. And so you have to have some strategies and ideas on how you can get unstuck, on how you can get moving forward. Because if you don't plan in advance and you don't have a plan, you will be stuck. You will have a hard time getting outside of it, and it gets harder and harder the more you get in. So for those of you that are dealing with things, especially on the weekends, whether it's depression, anxiety, stress, relationship issues, let me give you a couple of tangible strategies that I've used and that others have recommended that can help you. First and foremost, don't judge your thoughts. In other words, you have to clearly understand and know that you are not your mind. You are not your thoughts. Thoughts are simply emotions and reactions that we are having to situations. So when you understand that you are not your thoughts and you're less judgmental, it makes it easier for you able to move forward. So that's one thing. A second thing is, it's nice to have a mantra. I would recommend that based on your life, based on your particular habits, strategies, and thoughts, you create a mantra that you can use in order to help you get back into the right state of mind. You know, it's a short saying, it might be a long saying, whatever you decide, that helps to center you. It helps to direct your thoughts. It's because when our thoughts are out of control and going wild that they sometimes take us down the wrong path. So if you have a mantra like, I am the creator of my life, or I am able to be successful, or I believe what the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve. You know, whatever your mantra is, I recommend that you put one together, and it's one that you can just say, and the more and more you use this as a strategy, the quicker and quicker it'll take you back into a state of mind that will help you to be successful. A third idea would be focus on the present. Now, focusing on the present is a real key to getting rid of a lot of our problems, because a lot of our problems are things that have happened in the past, baggage that we're carrying with us, or anxiety about the future. And the more you can get centered in the present, the easier it is to get outside those thoughts of the past that you're carrying or the future anxiety. So sometimes a way to do this, obviously my best recommendation would be meditation. Meditation helps you to get grounded and centered. Another suggestion I have is to just start to focus on things surrounding you. One of the things I've learned, and I've heard multiple times over the years, is that your mind can only focus on so many things. And so you can maybe play a game with yourself and try to focus on, see how many things you can focus on. For example, what's the temperature outside? What are some noises you hear in the distance? What is the feelings? Do you feel a breeze? Do you feel any sensations? What's going on right now in your life? What are you looking at? Where are you staring? What are you doing? As you develop more and more of these focuses in the present, it allows you to get rid of those other thoughts that are outside the present. So meditation or focusing on the present is another suggestion. Another suggestion I have is focus on others. Now, this is a great one because our problems are generally issues that we're dealing with that are based on ourselves. When you can get outside yourself and you can focus on others, whether that's service, whether it's focus of helping someone else or their needs, it immediately gives us back a state of power. It gives us the ability to get more control over what we're doing. Focusing on others is a great way to do that. Another strategy, and this is a great one, is to practice gratitude. In other words, it's very difficult for the mind to be grateful and thankful for something, at the same time be depressed and anxious and stressed. So if you were to start making a list of things that you're grateful for, sincerely grateful for, that emotion of gratitude is a way to break out of your mind and outside of your mindset. Another one is, just basically move. In fact, this is probably the number one thing that I would recommend for you is just to start moving. You know, the minute you move, there's a real tie towards your physiology and your mindset, because motion creates emotion. You've heard that before. There's a major connection there. And the minute you start moving in a positive way, whether that's activity, physical activity, working out, or whatever, your mind will start going in a positive way. So motion creates emotion. The number one suggestion I have is stand up, walk around, go for a walk, go for a jog, go to the gym. Just start moving. That'll be a major way for you to get outside your mind. You know, look, here's the bottom line. It's funny because I don't remember the quote exactly, but there was a scene in a cartoon. Obviously, I have kids, and so I reference that once in a while, but in Kung Fu Panda. And, you know, the saying was, the past is over and the future hasn't happened, and the present is a gift. That's why it's called a present. So listen, I want you to do me a favor, and I want you to try this weekend to just enjoy yourself, be fulfilled, focus on others, get outside your head. If you have difficulty, use some of these strategies and just get into the present moment, and let's start creating the life that you're meant to live. I really believe that there are so many things that you're capable of, but you have to be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to be prepared, and that's the way that you're going to be able to accomplish great things. So thank you for listening. I encourage you to download the Daily Mastermind mobile app on iTunes or Google Android Marketplace. This is something that's going to give you lots of tools and resources, whether it's ebooks, audiobooks, meditations, affirmations, the podcasts, the blogs, the articles. These are all free things that you can use in order to keep your mindset straight on a daily basis, create daily rituals, and create the life you're meant to live. So let's go ahead and get the work done. Let's have a great weekend. I'll look forward to talking with you more. My name is George Wright III. This has been the Daily Mastermind Podcast. Have a great weekend.